Hi everyone, I'm Brian and I own a estate sale company called McDuff's Cool Stuff. And today we're going to take a look at what it takes to put on an estate sale and maybe how we can help you. And if you would like some help with your estate sale needs and you live in the Detroit metro area, just go ahead and click the links in the description. And we'll be happy to come by and help you out if we can. But let's take a look what we have here. This is a very small house. It's less than 1,000 square feet. So, you know, there's not a lot of room to put things. And we're not quite finished setting up. We're kind of in the middle of it all right now. So let's take a look at some of the interesting things that we found in this house and maybe you see something that goes, hey, that really speaks to me. You can come by and join us. You can click the link that'll be in the description. That'll give you the directions to the house. The address will not show up until 24 hours before the sale starts. So let's take a look at what we have. We have just general kitchen things. We do have a TV up here, which is kind of nice. There's all kinds of pots and pans. Let's see if there's any interesting ones here. A nice teapot here. We have everything is labeled on here with not just the price, but we also put a barcode on it. And the reason why we have the barcode is because the barcode commands authority. When people see the barcode, they're less likely to kind of haggle with you because you take the scan and go beep, well that's the price, there's not much I can do about it. However, on the last day of the sale, everything's half price. So we got some really cool, this is general kitchen things. These are all low prices, not a lot of value in the kitchen. We do have a Keurig, that's kind of nice. We took everything out of here. We have a toaster, like a $5 two-slice toaster for you right there. So I said, not a whole lot of money. In fact, we had to put everything, leave things in the drawers, and just price them in here. So that's all you can really say. There's more. There's some old vintage cookbooks. These are always fun. Little cookbooks here. This one's crock pot cooking. I thought there was an older one than that. But there's all kinds of cookbooks in here. Yeah, here's some old ones back here. This is called the Metropolitan Cookbook for the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company. I've actually seen that one before. For some reason, insurance companies, I guess they got into the cookbook business, or I'm not sure why they have a cookbook. Just something to pass out to their customers. And then we have some interesting things that'll be going on in the garage. That's where all the fun is around here. The people that lived here before had generally a lot of, like little knickknacks and things like that. There's wind chimes like nobody's business here, and they're kind of hard to see with the backlight, but there's all kinds of wind chimes. The garage is full of them. There's got to be 20 or 30 just wind chimes here. So we try and price those like competitively. One of the things that we learned is that if you come into an estate sale and you have everything at really high prices, especially when people first walk in, they're not inclined to go through the rest of the sale. They say, well, if everything's too expensive for me to buy, I'm going to leave it. So we tend to put the lower price items in the first room that they come into so that they'll see that and then they'll be more inclined to go through the rest of the house. I know this, I've been there before. I've gone to some estate sales with large companies and everything's really expensive. I'm not saying it's not worth it, but you know, prices go up and all. So we try to keep everything at $2 and up, but you know, we do have some $1 things. There's just no way around it. So we have picture frames down here, a nice couch. We have, like I said, a lot of tools that'll be in the garage. We'll show you that in a minute. So we have a nice couch here, some nice home decorations. This vintage bike, this exercise bike, is pretty cool. There's a Panama Jack hat. There we go. Put that here. And old Schwinn exerciser that pretty much works. Someone pedaled 6,642 miles. Not bad. We generally don't let people use the bathrooms here, but we're running out of room, so we actually had to stage some things in the bathroom. We're storing boxes in there, that kind of thing. You can see there's some nice furniture, kind of vintagey furniture. It's in pretty good condition too. There's a little chip there and stuff, but we found some nice furniture, knickknacks. We did find also some unopened items. Like there's a smokeless grill down there. That was completely new. It's never been opened. There's a very nice Singer sewing machine. Also has not been opened. And we found, these were in the living room before, up high above the curtains. And all kinds of copper, these are all music boxes, so I won't turn them on to entertain you. Here's the most unusual one. I've never seen one like this before. This is a shoe, and I think when you open this up, there's the mechanism for it right there. It plays Happy Days Are Here Again. Yeah, so that's the shoe. It's made by, yeah, it says right there, Happy Days Are Here Again. Leaving Tales on the bottom. I want to see who buys that one. I'd like to shake their hand and thank them. Okay, and then we have all kinds of shoes. Some of them are new. Some are new. Lots of clothes. This was kind of unusual. We found actually some... Wow, stop. There you are. Yeah, tell that music box who's boss. But if you're from the Detroit area, you maybe recognize this as it's not really Al Kalines, but it's just got his name on it. There's a little dirt on it and all that. So we have these priced competitively, $20. I remember Al Kaline. Here's a guy named Cabrera and Red Wings. This is Shanahan. So, and then there's one back here that someone made this Detroit. It's not licensed, it's just some other one. So we have lots of clothes. The clothes we sell, those $3 each, 2 for $5. Everything's half price the last day. And a lot of people think that, selling the contents of the house, the possessions that are in there, are really where the money is. Really, it's the house itself. What you're trying to do, basically, is to minimize the cost of getting it cleared out. Cleaning out a house, like if they were just to hire a company to clean this thing out, it could be between $1,000 and $2,000, maybe more because of the garage. So you're spending thousands of dollars. This way, you will make a little bit of money on the side of this. You can put that towards the clean out, which would be a lot less because there's fewer things in there. So economy-wise, it's a pretty good deal. Estate sales can be good. Find the right people to help you out. We always advertise our sales like crazy. Get the word out so we have lots of people coming through and hopefully taking lots of things out of you. So maybe one of those people is you, and maybe you could use this cool dresser, probably from the 70s. I'm guessing. You never know. Yeah, the bottom ones still have some socks on it or something. Be able to clear that out. A lot of this job can be cleaning. So there's a few odds and ends here. The tables, or the bed is full of all kinds of useful things for people. We have some old vintage record albums. Got here. There's some really good ones. This is Paul McCartney. And then here's What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. There's a lot of Elvis. There's mostly Elvis and Elton John in here. I think every Elton John album is in here.
Show this.
Yeah, this is Mr. Wonderful. I actually put him out in the front so they can see him coming in. He says he always knows just what to say. I don't know what he says his batteries. No, his batteries are dead. Mr. Wonderful needs a couple of double A's. Yep, so we've got, we have a nice chest freezer. We still have some trash we have to take out. And then over here, you run into things, it was kind of unexpected, but this is a almost new Craftsman tool set. It's a really good condition. It is missing one of the ratchets. We were trying to look and see if there's one outside that went with it, but I didn't find it. But it's basically new. It's got all kinds of tools in there. So that's one of the higher priced items there. All kinds of knickknacks over here. TV, we tested the TV. It seems to work okay. Okay, now let's move on into This room is kind of like a workshop storage room kind of a thing. It doesn't really look like there's a living area down here. So we have old vices are surprisingly valuable. It looks like it's just a mess, but this one's in really good shape for the age it is. But people like old vices. They might like old vases too, but they like old vices. And here when we find things that are like common, we try to group them together. Like here's a bag of clamps. We just put one price, put all the clamps in plastic bags. Because selling them one at a time is just not, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Here's our shoe collection. Some shoes, or a few new pairs, have never been worn. And there's other ones that have just light use. There are some that were so bad off that we had to toss them, unfortunately. Like these bad boys right here. Look at this. These are new.
Oh, they look good on you.
Yeah. I don't think I'll pop them on now. I like wearing lady shoes, I don't see a brand on them. Oh yeah, here's one in here. No, it's just a sign. Oh, if you're size 9 women's, there you go. This room, I think this was just meant to be storage. I don't really know. That's what was going on here before. We're going to show you some Christmas things too. There's still some tools that are going around. And if you find these ceramic trees, these are usually not super valuable, but they're pricier. We had this one priced at $20 just to get it moved. It's actually already sold, so we have to be able to sell that. We have this old guitar here, more knickknacks and things. There's a new guitar. I think they sold this guitar on like QVC or some kind of TV shopping network. And here's the Elvis phone. So if you still have a landline, you can actually use this to talk to Elvis. I don't know what song. It probably plays a song or something when someone calls. We're not going to plug it in to find out. We can welcome you to Christmas Land here. This is all Christmas and holiday decorations, all kinds of things. We have lights going on. And, there was a snow globe situation in this house too. But these are just the Christmas ones. There's other ones on the first floor as well. Yeah, a couple Halloween things. I don't know if this is old or not. But one way you kind of tell the age of something is you can look at, if it's electric, you can look at the plug. And this is the older style plug. Both of these prongs are the same. The modern ones, one will be larger than the other. So this one probably was older. I couldn't tell you how old it is. But it's in good shape. People like vintage blow molds. Yeah, these were a thing for a while. They're phones that were made with a clear plastic case. And this one, you pick it up. You hear it still has a dial tone. And if you don't know what a dial tone is, that's what you would hear before you start punching in the number. So the phone works. We actually got a phone call the other day from someone trying to collect money or something. We didn't know what was going on there with that. So we're going to go out to the garage next. All right, now we're on to the garage. So what we found is just a crazy number of tools. So, for example, we found, and they're all pretty darn good tools. There's really no cheap ones or anything like that. So we got quality brands. Dealing with tools can be pretty dirty. You can get your hands dirty with this kind of stuff. So let's take a look at what we got inside. So there's a lot of, and don't mind there's stickers and things all over the place. We're still kind of in the middle of this. But we got all kinds of tools here, outdoor decorations. There's going to be wind chimes in here. Let's see, all kinds of power tools, and these are all good brands. The previous owner did not cheap out on this stuff. We have a complete Craftsman toolbox. It's full of tools. We're going to sell it all as one price, rather than trying to piece everything out. It's kind of difficult to do that. So, and if you take a look over on this wall, let's kind of show everybody what we're dealing with here. Yeah, And there's a lot of wind chimes, there's ladders, all kinds of things that has to all be sorted through, tagged and bagged and priced. We have a lot of little things to deal with here, a lot of little stuff. But it's all going to look much better on the day of the sale. We're going to arrange everything so that it's, people can see what's here. They are going to have to open up drawers and things like this because we just honestly just ran out of room. We can't put any more tables in here. We built all the tables that we could. We did find this really awesome compressor over here. And then we found a welder as well. And so these are all some high ticket items. Sometimes they're sold off-site, like through Facebook or something like that. We have the compressor on Facebook right now.
Here's the whole garage.
Oh yeah, and then we can, how about the giant wind chimes?
Oh yeah, show everyone the giant wind chimes.
Oh yeah, here's some more things. We've got just cards, tables, outdoor stuff, and then some of the largest wind chimes I've ever seen. And this backyard's going to be full of, decorations, outdoor decorations and things. So if you think there's something that you could use some help with, you're trying to liquidate a property of some kind, just give us a call. You can also email us or fill out a form on our website, and we'll have the links for you in the description. And thanks for watching, everybody.